I have to wait for her to say, go for it.
Yeah,
all right.
It's all yours.
Let us talk videos, shall we? This is our all rights reserved slide. By the way, just plain marketing. If you're doing events, you should have an all rights reserved slide. Shows that it's your content and it can't be reproduced without the consent of Major League Baseball. If you need one of these slides, reach out to us. You'll get our email address in the chat. We can send you ours. Glad to do it. You strip out our information, put in your information, show it to your lawyer, make sure it clears. If you need a lawyer, let us know. We can connect you on that as well. All right. Well-crafted video. Now, I'm not saying perfect, by the way. We're going to be showing you several videos. Purposefully, so we haven't shown you our best videos because we want to show you that the crappy little video that you have is better than not doing any video at all. Okay, Marcia? Marcia is a client. She extended her comfort zone and did one that was really awesome. So well done for her. Most humans are visual learners. In other words, they'd rather watch a video on YouTube than read the textbook. I'm not one of those. In fact, Sharyn isn't as well. We're those that like to read the book, go back, highlight it, go back a couple pages. Oh yeah, what was that? But
hold the corner down.
We're in the minority there. Most people want to love video. And since that's the case, let us give them information in the way they want it. We could have just sent you all a PDF of this, but no, we're doing it as a video. Half of consumers watch a product video. It helps them be more confident in their purchase online, especially if it's a rather expensive purchase. When we were looking for a home, we saw all of these pictures, and we especially loved it when they would put videos because it's harder to fake. It's harder to capture a good video. So, it's harder to capture a bad angle. How can I say it the right way? Video, it's harder to fake it. There we go. You can shoot photos at an interesting angle. Most people, the most important stat on this chart, this shows who's watching and creating. What I love is that the numbers of those that are creating videos are really low. Yes. So that if you're doing it, if you're creating videos, you are in a minority still. Most of your competitors aren't. So another reason to do video.
I have a question about my billing.
Hey, you know what?
I don't. Oh, here.
Whoever has a question on your billing, mute yourself. Thanks.
I got it. Avril, I just muted you.
In 2016, are you ready to talk?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. You take the slide.
Okay.
Just want to make sure you were set. I know you have a lot of technical stuff going.
I have that. Thank you. Yes, back in 2016, the vice president of Facebook, Nicola Mendelsohn, was asked, what changes do you see coming within the next 5 years? So that would have been 2021. Here we are in 24. And she said video. And it isn't that Facebook woke up and went, oh, we should do video. No big surprise. Facebook pays attention to the algorithm, and they noticed that most of their engagement was coming when someone shared a video. Oh, well, if our audience wants to see more video, let's make it easier to do video. And Facebook Live was born. And now all the platforms do a lot. Well, almost all the platforms do a live as well. So yes, video, more video.
What generation do you think drove that?
Given that it was 2016, I would say millennials. It probably wasn't Z, because they probably weren't in charge of their social media yet.
And now
yeah,
all of us,
Z, Alpha, COVID babies, whatever you call them all.
In fact, that's why, like on Instagram, which is a much younger demographic than Facebook, even though Facebook owns it, it's even more video than I see on Facebook is on Instagram. And it's
and then TikTok was born.
Yeah.
And right now everyone's following that. So.
Now, we're not saying you need to be on all of these platforms. No. Come back for one of our social media video webinars, and we'll talk about that. We're not saying you have to be on all of them. This has to do with video. Where you put your video, that's either another one of our webinars, or you're going to see the URL in the lower left-hand corner of almost every slide. If you want to know for your personal business, you can book time with us, or at the end of today, you're about to see a slide that says if you have questions, hold on to them. We can talk about that at the end. We can answer that question for you. So no other video, nothing other than video is going to shout your praises. Now I have two videos here. We want to check and make sure the volume is working. All right, left or right? Gary, left or right?
Left.
Okay, so we're gonna play this one from Nikki.
Hi, my name is Nikki Bassey, and I'm a licensed insurance agent with Farmers Insurance. And I love Hank and Sharyn because they help make me better at my job. They help make my job easier because they are such out of the box branding
geniuses.
Just geniuses.
There you go.
And I've gone to their boot camp before, and I try to go as many of the webinars anytime I see them, because I know that every single time I hear them speak and teach, I'm going to learn something new, which I can so appreciate, because they're always learning what's new in the field. They're always staying on top of things like social media and the platforms, which are ever changing. And I love that, because if they're at the top of their game, that's going to help me be at the top of my game. And so I appreciate that. And I just feel like if you are a millennial business person who is struggling, like so many are right now, your next phone call should be to Hank and Sharyn Yuloff of Yuloff Creative Marketing Solutions, because they are going to help you with your business. I promise.
So here's the thing. Okay, wait a second. What is this? You fixed, yeah. No.
No one is allowed to record. Just you may have seen at the very beginning, we had a slide about this being our intellectual property. So no, you cannot record this. It is our intellectual property. You will get a replay if you came through SCORE.
You shouldn't be doing that for anyone's events that you go to, by the way. Now, Nikki could have given us a written testimonial, and we could have popped that on the screen. What you hear there, what you hear in video, is passion. What you hear there is how a human-to-human reaction goes about. That's what you're looking for in your videos. Show you're human. You want to allow that to come through. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of different types of videos and that you're going to make. And understanding that you don't have to be perfect, that you don't have to, do 72 takes to get, that perfect little, no. People want to know you're human, and it's okay if you have those little tweaks.
Hi, my name is Nikki Bassey, and I'm a licensed.
All right, here's what you're going to learn today. We're going to talk about 7 ways to make your videos better and more effective. We're going to give you a bunch of video topics that you can use, some tips to make your backgrounds better. We're going to give you an opportunity to have an interview created for you that promotes your business and show you how to use it, and give you a bunch of free stuff. Get out your notebook. If you have questions, hold up. That's the slide I was telling you about. We'll answer them at the end. We have made sure we have time after this. We don't have to run quickly. We'll answer whatever questions you have. Although we do have 2 cats in the room that decided it's playtime. All right, just a little about us. Our business started 28 years ago now. Wow, mm-hmm. We're in year 28 as one of those companies that puts logos on stuff, and marketing was given out as a bonus. Then about a dozen years ago, Sharyn joined the company, which gave us a complete advantage because she brought, as you can see, the tech background, the HR background, and another point of view when we are coaching clients. We have a very different methods in our madness and how we present to folks. Coaching is done in a mastermind situation, though we do have private time with clients. And we train our clients to understand that, if you don't know where you're going, any road's going to get you there. So you always begin with the end in mind. What is your ultimate goal? And as we've moved from Los Angeles to Sedona, and now we're in the Eastern Shore of Maryland, every part of the country we've been in, this has worked in that we only coach to small business owners, and we want to train you that the niche of your business is the most important thing that you can do. We all don't sell to everyone, and we don't use the word anybody that. You want to be able to target your audience incredibly well. Now, a lot of the changes that you make in your marketing, this is what we train on, most of them aren't large. Now, if you aren't using video at all, okay, that's going to be a big change. However, once you've started using video, you're going to get better. Like I said, you're going to see some of our early videos that just sucked. A couple times a year, we do our small business breakthrough bootcamp. Because of all of this, we've been quoted in a lot of different publications. We've been on a lot of radio shows. We've written 8 best-selling books, business books. In fact, the latest one came out a couple of months ago. It's Your Guide for Overwhelmed and Overthinking Entrepreneurs. It isn't on this, but if you'd like one of our books, Sharyn's going to put our email address in the chat. You can have any one of our books you like. We'll send it off to you. That's I'm just thinking of it now. We'll give that to you as a bonus. If you have a partner in your business, I strongly suggest you grab Partners in Everything. It's your couple's guide to running a successful business without ruining your life.
Are there other free things you're going to ask them to email us?
There are 2 other free things.
Okay, so my recommendation to you, if you want one of these books, is to open your email and start an email to us. Tell us which book you want, but don't hit send yet, because there'll be other things and you can put it all in the same email. We'll reply back with all those things instead of clogging up our email with one and then another and then another.
Yeah. By the way, I'm going to pull back a curtain here. By us having that conversation, we allowed our audience time to read the slide and decide the book.
That's true.
When you are doing your own presentation, if you are giving something away, give them time to read the slide. Been interviewed by some really cool people. Now, I usually blow past this slide, but this is a webinar on video, so I want to chat about this just a little. We were fortunate enough to be interviewed by some people that are far more famous than us. Kevin was the first shark that they hired on Shark Tank, and James was ABC's Secret Millionaire. Forbes if you've been on QABC, she's been a spokesperson there for years and years and years. We have those videos. I think at least 2 of them are on the front page of our website. From a search engine optimization point of view, it's great because they're famous. And people will click on the interviews just because they want to see what they're saying, not necessarily what we're saying. And I'm totally okay with that. And when you are interviewed by somebody, this is a great SEO tool because Google loves promoting videos. Sharyn, what's the #1 search engine?
Google still.
Yeah. What's the #2?
I think it's still YouTube.
Yeah.
It's close. There's another one I'm having a brain malfunction. I just read it. There's another one.
Who owns YouTube?
The same parent company as Google. So
yeah. So you see, this is why Google loves to deliver videos in their searches. So if you are making video and your videos are the answer to the search query, you have a chance of getting shown quite a bit more. Wow, I'm talking about us, but we're already teaching while we do this. We've spoken on stages all over the US and Canada, and we mentor small business owners to understand the key of getting what you want from your business. Now, remember, that says what you want from your business. Don't allow your small business to run your life. You have a life. You started your business to have a life. Make sure that you tweak your business so that it does just that. All right, something free. This is our podcast. It's called the Marketing Checklist Viewcast. We interview small business owners, only small business owners. Our videos, our podcasts are 7 minutes, 21 seconds. Odd number? Well, heck, there's a reason. Our wedding anniversary is
July 21st.
So it's 7 minutes, 21 seconds. 12 questions. Everyone gets the same 12 questions. We will send them to you in advance. You write out your answers and send them back, so we have a way of guiding you through the interview. If you can send your answers to us and it looks like, yeah, we can get that into 721, you're on the show. We'd love to give you this. Now, what do you do with a podcast interview?
Share it.
Yep.
Don't hoard it.
Do you share it to your social media?
Why not?
Do you only share it once in your lifetime?
Oh, good grief, no.
How many times can they do it?
I don't think that there's an end.
Yeah.
An infinite number of times.
What if they have a really cool prospect that they want to impress?
You could also email it directly, so that don't make them go search your social media to try and find it.
Yeah.
That's just rude.
So this becomes a tool. The questions are designed to make you look really good. We're really good at this, and we'll make you look really good. So here's the weird part of that. We show this all the time, and only about 1% of the people that we make this offer to take us up on it, because a lot of people, especially on this one, I find it odd. If you came to this on video and we're giving you a chance to make a video, you should take us up on it. So you have a promotional tool for you. It is free, and we'd like to do it. In fact, the one we just published, I think Dr. Marcia Martin is the latest.
It's the newest
episode, and she's up there now, and I see her here.
Exactly.
Very cool. Hey, Julie, would you unmute for a sec?
While she's doing that,
Sue
put a note in the chat that she would like to be on, so she's going to send us an email, and we'll answer back those questions.
Sue, we'd love to have you. Hey, Jules, we had you on the Viewcast. I don't know that we talked about your video product, did we?
No, we didn't. No, it was maybe a brief little mention on the side.
Okay, let's have you back on the show, and let's focus on that product.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna send you the questions again, and with your answers, focus on that so you can promote that product in your repertoire.
Okay. Thank you. Please send me the questions, that way I'll jump on it.
Yeah. We'll get them to you tonight. By the way, folks, if you're in Los Angeles and you need headshots, Julie is the best photographer we've seen in the Los Angeles area. She's going to put her information in the chat. Grab her info. Best LA photographer. Best LA, best Los Angeles.
LA.
BestLAphotographer.com.
Los Angeles is too long.
It is. So BestLAphotographer.com. She's wonderful, incredible, and easy to work with. You're going to love her. So grab her info out of the chat. Absolutely. All right, one more bonus of coaching time. Now that we have changed years, we're starting to look ahead toward boot camp time. Our boot camp is going to be coming up in March. It's a $97 ticket. It's guaranteed. If we don't give you 5 amazing tips that are going to change your business, you get a refund. We're doing an in-person one in Maryland. I see a couple of you that are watching today that are in our area. There's the date. If you want it virtually in Los Angeles, March 28th. By the way, our local chamber is doing a golf tournament that day. Yeah.
Oh, it's the women's golf thing.
Yeah. So the virtual one. So our in-person is the 21st, right? Did I get those dates right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And in July, we're going to come to July. Just come to LA in July and do it in the San Fernando Valley. So grab the information, grab the URL. We'd love to have you there. Most small business owners are not using video, and here are the main reasons. There's a lot of them, evidently. Any reason will, I guess any rationale will do if you don't want to do it. Yeah, any excuse can do. Most of the time it's getting started, finding the right content. We'll talk about those two. Finding the time, well, I don't know. It's in the afternoon in LA. You could shoot one. In fact, if you shoot one as soon as we're done, we'll watch it. We will. So you can put it on one of your social media channels or something and let us know, and we'll give you some tips on how to make it better. That's a freebie for you. Or you can shoot it, and if you put it on your YouTube channel, which we'll talk about, we'll give you some feedback on it. Getting started is really as simple as turning your camera on, hitting camera, setting it to video, and hitting the red button. Your first one will suck. That's okay. That's what the delete button's for. And you can try it again. Finding the content. What are the questions your prospects ask you all the time? Heck, if you're like us and you were business coaches, we shoot videos about the questions our clients ask us all the time. And quite often we'll say, we shot a video on that. Let us send you the link. It saves a little bit of training time. And then when they watch it, they can have questions from that. We go from there. So we know why you don't want to do it. Do it anyway. All right. We have a couple of slides on getting ready for video, but with every marketing tactic you use, you have to know who your target audience is, and you've got to plan for that. Because in this case, if you're shooting video and you're not speaking directly to your target audience, they're not going to get it. And you very much want them to get you. So the next few slides are why people shoot video. Yeah. Oh God, am I out of words already today? Good Lord. 90% of people use video don't generate revenue. First, you got to create marketing videos knowing who your audience is. In other words, what are the demographics of your target audience?
So imagine that these 5 women, they all want to buy a car. They're probably not looking for the same kind of car. They're probably not looking for the same benefits, features of that car. So a good car salesperson is going to message them differently. They're going to shoot a different video. They're probably going to post it on a different platform in order to attract these women to their dealership. The same thing is true for you. It is quite possible that these 4 women could all benefit from your product or service, but you'll need to message them differently. You need to create a different kind of a video. You'll need to post it in a different place. If you try to create one video that you think will speak to all 4 of them, none of them are going to feel like you're actually talking to them.
So let's say you could have the same car, and for Gloria, who's on the right side of your screen, you might talk about safety and gas mileage, and then the one on the far left for Erin, you might show one that shows how fast it goes or how cool she's going to look while she drives it. So,
well, if you really know Erin, you're going to create a video that talks about all the gear she's going to carry when she's going to go camping and hiking, probably.
I've noticed that in almost all of her Instagram videos and such, she rarely makes an appearance. It's almost always, this is what I'm seeing at the moment. There's another half of the equation. In addition to demographics, it's the psychographics. This is what's going on in their mind. What are their hopes, their dreams, their desires? People will run away from pain faster than they'll run toward pleasure. So we want to give them an emotional reason to work with you. We want them to see the real you. You want to be of service, and you want to take away their pain. So as you're creating that demographic description, also create the what's going on, how do I serve them file. And with every one of your videos, you have to understand that You can't go too long. Well, you can go too long, but you want to get to your point, because picture them driving past your message on the freeway. They can only get and absorb a certain amount in order to want more information. You want to capture their attention, and this is true for any ad that you would run, so that they want to raise their hand, ask for more info. So what are you going to post on your billboard? What are the basics that you want to do? We just saw an event center that sent us one of their ads to look at, and it pretty much said, join, come check us out on Friday. But it didn't give us a reason. It was a weird headline. So you want to give them the headline that's going to speak to them, and understand that everyone is tuned into a radio station when they're on the freeway. It's WIIFM. What's in it for me? And we want to answer that question. All right. Let's go through some of the videos that are going to make them instantly better. 7 ways. 1, you can be Sharyn and be as pretty as Sharyn. That would make your videos instantly better. All right. Where are you going to store your videos? You should have a compelling YouTube channel. You want to talk about that a little bit? YouTube channels?
Sure. It's free, right? All you need is a Gmail address.
Yep.
We would recommend that you set up a Gmail address that has your company name in it, so that it makes it easier to set up the YouTube channel. You can use the one that has your name. It's fine. You'll just need to then change it. There's a few more steps to go in. Whereas if you have it with your company name, then that's great. And all the notifications from YouTube that so-and-so watched it, or they commented, or whatever, they don't clog up your regular Gmail address. So we recommend that you set up a separate Gmail address, company name, specifically for all your social media channels, including YouTube.
Yeah.
And it should match the look of your website. Someone that goes to your YouTube channel should understand that they are in the right place. Yes, these are the people I'm looking for. That's the company name I know. That's the person's name I know. All of those things should be really obvious.
Now, we go to a lot of social media channels and a lot of YouTube channels that don't have a cover shot.
Oh, that's sad.
It is. So use the space.
It's digital real estate. Don't let it go to waste.
Yeah. One other thing that we do, this is a super duper
ninja secret.
Yeah. If you go to our YouTube channel, please do, Yuloff Creative on YouTube. And you scroll down the videos. You're going to see a change about 40 or 50 videos down. For the last year or so, we have added cover slides to all our videos. We have 7 different stock that we use, where we just change the type, but the background is the same. We have found that with the stock backgrounds, with the cover slides, our videos are getting more views. All of our podcasts, they all have the same background. So we have one, if Sharyn's doing a solo video, you'll see a solo picture of Sharyn. There's one for me if I do a solo, and we have several of us together. So when you start to shoot these videos, it'll look more professional as well. So here's your super secret ninja turtle secret. You get what I mean. Your title of your video should be SEO-able. In other words, if someone is searching for what your subject of your video is, the title being matching what they're searching for is important. And see, instead of Gone with the Wind, I would have titled it Agricultural Difficulties in the 1860s American South. For Wizard of Oz, it would have been 2 sisters fight over a pair of bedazzled shoes. If somebody were to type in what happens when you're bitten by a radioactive or arachnoid, they'd get Spider-Man movies. And if I was looking for a video on ship safety failures in the 20th century England, you'd get Titanic. You get the point, right? Okay.
Those are a little long.
They are a little long, but or if you typed in what's the very best way to improve my marketing, you get small business breakthrough bootcamp. All right, there's a video myth that it's hard to do. This was one of the
video was hard to do.
Yeah, it's hard to do. This was like that one of the top 2 or 3 on that why video isn't done. Golly. And they think, yeah, you have to have all this equipment that you see on the screen here.
No, you don't.
You really don't. Now, truth be told, as I look at this picture, we've got a bunch of those lights and everything, but we don't always use it. We're set up in a studio here inside our office. We've got, baffling over here. This is an actual cloth backdrop. Our camera we're seeing the same slides you are in front of us with a camera in front of it so that we can see what we're talking about. Our lights are up, and because we have windows in our studio, depending on the lightness outside, we can adjust the lights to make sure that we're lit okay. A ring light that's 8 inches around is going to do really well. If you have glasses, though, be careful that they don't see the reflection. If you look at either of our glasses, you won't see our lighting. You might see our screen, but probably not. Knowing your equipment, you don't have to have that camera in the upper left. The only time we've used cameras like that are when we hire a videographer. And we have recorded a bunch of our small business breakthrough boot camps. And from time to time, we will have a professional come shoot it because our boot camps change. The content we teach change. It gets updated. And we want to have the best archived boot camp for our clients. One of the other cameras there, the upper right-hand corner there, we own one of those. Works wonderfully. Canon has several versions of that. They're $200-300. They shoot great video. The one in the lower right, that's what most of us have. We have found there is a definite difference in video cameras. We have a new one that's going to be coming soon that we're upgrading our camera. Although I've really liked how this one shoots. It has done a great job. We're using one. It's a Nexico. If you like this and don't have one, email me and I'll send you that information. But most of the time, the best camera you have, the best camera is the one you've got. Most of the time, you're going to have your cell phone. So get used to playing with that. And video, the video on cell phones has gotten so much better from over time that you're fine to shoot it. So there is no hindrance where you say, "Oh, I don't have the right camera."
You don't put a roadblock, an unnecessary roadblock.
Yeah. So there you go. And you don't have to have a professional shoot every video. Now there are a few videos that we definitely think you should have shot professionally. The introduction video on your website, the one that says, "Hi, you've gotten to the right place." That's usually about a 30-second or so video. We have a few others. One that explains our coaching guarantee, because we have a money-back guarantee on our coaching. We have a video for that. And we have a few others. So yeah, we've used photographers and videographers, but most of our videos have been shot by one of those 3 cameras you see there. I took this is a screenshot that I got off of CNN. They were interviewing someone who I don't particularly like, but they were talking to him about how he gets on screen. And I thought this was a great way, example of what you need. He was on CNN using his laptop camera, but he had added a little light on the top He has an external mic. We love external mics. One of our favorites is this one, the Snow Globe. They're in the $40 range on Amazon. But there are tons of great microphones. And he makes sure that his laptop is raised up so that the camera level, now Sharyn and I, there's a difference in our height. So it's at eye level.
My chair is higher.
Yeah. So you want your camera at eye level so that you're speaking into it. You don't want it to shoot up at you. You don't want it to shoot down because then you start getting weird angles. So this whole setup, other than the TV light that he has off to his left, you could do this for less than $100, probably about 50 or 60, depending on the microphone. The microphone is the most expensive part of this.
I'm seeing some comments about storage because you're using your phone. That's fine, but then take time to download it to your desktop or laptop and use that as storage and free up the space on your phone. You probably don't need your videos on your phone forever and ever and ever. Yeah. You do need it at the moment, right? Maybe you shot it and now you're sharing it or you're uploading it to social media, but there will come a point where you don't need it anymore, but you want to save it, totally fine. Take that USB cord and transfer it off your phone onto your laptop or desktop.
Yeah. When we shoot, once we shoot, it comes off of whichever one of our phones we're using. And once it's on our hard drive and then it's backed up to our cloud, it's deleted off our phone. You know, we don't feel the need to have it there forever now.
What's the actual name of the TV light? They don't really call it. If someone went to Amazon, they were all going to type in TV light.
You know what? If you send me an email, tell you what, hold on just a second, all right? Because I'm going to have another slide where I'm going to show you one of our setups.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to tell you, if you send me an email, I'll show you what we bought. Yeah. Is that fair? Good. I didn't know if it's fair or not. It's what's going to happen.
Therefore, it's fair.
Therefore, it's fair. Sound is important. If you'd like it to sound better, don't go outside.
If you'd like to sound better, have a cat under your microphone.
Yes. This is one of the microphones that we have used. We have not set those up here in Maryland. Just haven't yet. When we do use those, those are our FM radio voices. We can talk very softly and they pick it up perfectly. And I always put a pillow underneath the microphone because it muffles the sound. And if you can get a cat to sleep on the pillow, even better muffling. Cat fur is an amazing sound baffle. Make sure your phone is silent. Sharyn and I, both of our phones are with us, but they are on silent. Listen for other noise. Interestingly, the house we bought is close to a railroad track. Twice a day a train goes by. And we have found the improvement of Zoom. Okay. Zoom has improved it so that if a train were to go by while we were doing this, you wouldn't hear it. You wouldn't hear the train at all. So Zoom has gotten better with their sound.
Or me squishing a bug.
Or Sharyn doing something. Background noise, it does pick up radio, it does pick up TV. You want to have that down. Anything that makes a human type sound does get picked up. So stay inside, make sure things are silent. And where are we here? Oh, and if you're gonna, so one of our clients, Glendolph the Magician, sent us this video testimonial. And one of these days, I'm going to ask him to redo it because he was doing it outside and you're going to be able to tell. Now, what I love about this is the trick that he does. I love it so much that I still leave this on our website and I don't worry about the sound, but check out what happens with sound.
Hey there, Glendolph the Magician here, owner of GlendolphsMagic.com, and I'd like to take just a brief moment of time before I go off to perform for some people to talk to you about Hank and Sharyn from Yuloff Creative. They're truly unique in that they treat you and your business and success as if it was their business and their success. The programs that they offer are worth at least 10 times the amount that they actually charge. In fact, since using them, I've actually gone from feeling like a joker in the business to a king.
I have no idea.
What I'm really trying to say is that working with Hank and Sharyn has truly been an enjoyable experience and even magical.
So I need to get him to reshoot it to keep the cup
Yes.
in the shot, because it could have been two different glasses. But we have videoed Glendoff all the time. I know how some of his tricks work, magic and pixie dust, but that one I have absolutely no idea how it works. I've just not a clue. Okay. Lighting. You should be lit from the front and above. That's the basic. We know a lot of folks that have an extra light down behind them. Very cool. Not totally necessary, but you want to be lit from the top. You know, basically a 45 degree up there is the best, so that it's not shining in your face. Yeah, definitely not from behind. And here's what we see a lot. People will have their usual Zoom location because it works for them. Quite often, if you turn 90 degrees in your normal location, you might have a better background and the lighting will be better. So don't settle for average lighting. This guy, Frank, settled for average, bad,
That's
horrible.
not even average. Yeah.
Don't let this happen to you. People will not be able to see your face and they won't pay attention to you. So,
Which means they're not buying.
yeah. Your backgrounds. When COVID started, all of a sudden these virtual backgrounds started popping up a lot. You can have all sorts of fun. You know, if you're chatting with your family or friend, fine, have whatever funky background you want. But if you're in business, you want it to be simple. Which of these two attracts you more? The one on the right, where she showed up and left her sunglasses on because she didn't want to close the blinds, or Kay, who's on the left, now that's her virtual background, but it's just a plain, simple kind of background. Now, for us, again, black felt. There's nothing behind it. There's a wall. We don't have any ghosting because it's an actual, not a virtual. And we have found that it works the best for us. Now, for the person that was asking the kind of lights, this is
Larry.
This is a setup that we own. Comes with 3 different backdrop colors. If I were doing this again, I would probably still buy the green and the black and the white, though we only have the green in case we're on somebody else's event and they say we have to use the same virtual backdrop that everyone else does, then we switch it out for the green. Otherwise, we tend to go with black. White is a little harder to balance our light with, but it's fun. If you have the 2 lights, again, 45 up and off to the side, that works really well. On your backdrop, I would, they make them in 4 foot, and I think they have a 6, and some of them have an 8 foot. I would get the widest one you can put so that depending on your camera, if we move this camera around a little bit, you could see up there above, you could see off to the side, but we've tweaked this enough that it doesn't. If you want to see which one that we bought, if in that email you send it to me, I'll send you a link. I think we actually did get it on Amazon, and I'll send you a link for it, but you can get them in a lot of different places. You can get them used on eBay. Now, This video is pre-COVID.
Still hysterical.
If you are afraid that you are going to be embarrassed, imagine being a reporter live on the British Broadcasting Company. And pre-COVID, he had his bedroom set up as a studio. He had a pull-down world map. You see a bookcase right to his left, or a desk right to his left. Well, that's actually their bed, and they put books on there, so it looks like a desk. And this is what happened one day. The volume doesn't matter.
Yeah, what they're saying.
I would argue that this is a
So I'm going to hit play.
triumph of democracy.
I'm just going to mute it because you don't really need to. Kids walk in.
I love her.
I know, just slides in.
Yeah.
And then the next kid comes in. And then mom Kramers into the room to get them out. So we're showing you this for a reason. When COVID first started, yes, a lot of us were stuck in bedrooms or whatever. Stop it now. It's time to stop. Get a professional background.
I mean, you could still be in your bedroom, just make it look professional.
Yeah.
Right?
Plain is better. The less distraction, the better. And we see a lot of people that like to throw their logos and 200 words about what they do in there.
It can't be read.
No, it distracts from who you are and what you do. Do I have to make it plain? No. It's up to you. Depends if you want it to work or not. All right, number 7. When you're getting ready, smile, breathe, relax. Now, when we started here today, Sharyn, I was getting ready. I was relaxed, and because I have a technical manager, Sharyn, who handles all of the doggone it, this isn't working stuff. And so, and then I do the intro so that Sharyn can do her breathing and get ready and relax. And, but this is our style and how it works. So as you're getting ready, now, one thing you should always have in your videos is a call to action. Just like when you're writing a blog, you should tell them what to do next. What are the next steps they should take? Tell them what to do next in the video. Otherwise they get to the end of the video, and then when the cat picture pops up on YouTube, they'll just go and watch something else. So we don't want that to happen. All right, there are different types of videos that you can use in your marketing. If you have a paid course, do a training video for it. That training video can either be after they purchase it, or it's part of your sales process where you go through some of what you are selling and you show them how to use your course. Could be a promotional video, something you're giving away free, or one that explains your guarantee. When we were in Arizona, we would still be driving to Los Angeles once a month for speaking gigs. And when we crossed over the Arizona to California border, we would go live on Facebook and shoot a promotional video that talked about our speaking gig. In our speaking rider, we always say that get free tickets. Even if they're charging for an event, we get free tickets. It's just one of the things that we ask for so that we can give them to our clients. And so that video that we would shoot would say, here's a marketing tip. Here's where we're going to speak. Here's how you get a free ticket. And we were out. Got to a point where people would start to look for that video because it was the same background. We told the same joke every time. When you cross the Colorado River into California, you instantly get brake lights in front of you because California put its checkpoint just inside the border. So we could say, well, we're in California and yep, here's the traffic. Same joke, every video. It worked. Testimonials. We strongly suggest Marcia, that you get video testimonials from your client. She's
right there. She's
Julie
smiling
still
at
on?
you. I think she's on the second page.
Okay. Julie, get video testimonials from your clients. But it's hard. Well, if you don't ask, you don't get. We will shoot video testimonials for restaurants that we like, and we'll post it up. Or when somebody does a great job, we'll just shoot a video testimonial and send it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, those video testimonials also link back to you. Everyone always says that word of mouth is the best marketing. Well, video, testimonials might as well get their word of mouth on video so that you can promote it. It's one of the reasons we own the URL word of marketing, because we help our clients get more testimonials done. Buying decisions do get swayed. So always get those video testimonials. They're really important. If you get them from famous people, that's even better. We have this one from James. Now, we were indoors. We were at a hotel. We were in a coaching session, and James said something really nice about us. I said, "Hey, would you say that on video?" And he said, "Sure." So we stood him up, even though we knew we were in a hotel, loud lobby. But how often am I going to get him, in a position where I can grab the testimonial? And so we did it, and here you go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's James Malinchak, featured on ABC's hit TV show Secret Millionaire. And look, I have done 3,000 speeches. I've done 1,000 consultations. I've been around. I've seen a lot. And I'm very big into marketing and branding. And I got to tell you, if you want two people who truly care about your best interest and who will get the essence of what you're trying to do out, but most importantly, attract an abundance of new and repeat customers and clients or patients, if you're a physician, back to you, then you've got to work with my friends Hank and Sharyn. The thing I like about them more than anything else, sure, they're smart, sure, they know what they're doing, all aspects of business, whether it's HR or whether it's marketing or prospecting, but they come from the heart, they want to make a difference, and they truly, truly, truly care about their clients. Become their client today. You will be so grateful you did.
Thank you, JM. And now a shot with a phone. The best camera you have, best camera is the one that you've got with you. Okay. I'm going to show you one more testimonial video. We were at a chamber mixer, and it's loud. But Lynn Ennis, on the right, comes up to us and sits down and just starts saying some really nice things to us. I said, "Wait a minute, let me grab this on video." And I pulled up my phone and got it ready. The moral here is never let a glass of wine go to waste.
Or a loud holiday party.
Yes. So and you're going to hear me walk her through it. It's okay to lead the witness. Yeah. And it's okay for your voice to be on the video.
Okay, now say it.
You are the
Wait,
best.
who are you talking to?
You
Hank, you mean Hank and Sharyn, right?
Hank and Sharyn Yuloff.
Yes, ma'am.
Are the very best internet marketing people in Sedona and Los Angeles.
Well, thank you.
I'm skeptical because I did internet marketing since 1994.
Yeah.
And there are so many sleazebags out there, and I put you through every single test, and you flew over them.
Well, thank you. So
I love you guys.
So why don't you say your name and how somebody can get in touch with you so you can get some business?
I'm Lynn Ennis, and if you're a large corporation or a not-for-profit, I'm the Community Outreach Director for Snap Fitness.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Never let a good glass of wine go to waste.
Okay, now say.
Wait, I think I went two. Okay. Free webinar. Oh, wait, we're doing that right now. Introduces, some of you have never seen us before. Okay. How are we doing? Don't answer that question. I'm not having my best webinar. I've done better.
We have.
But it's okay. We're getting the information
That's
across.
right.
And we're being us, so it's all right.
Nobody can be us like us.
Exactly. Your free webinars, interestingly, pre-COVID, we were coached. You need to have an evergreen webinar that lives on your website, that you have practiced over and over, and you have the script down, and you deliver it perfectly. And then COVID hit, and all of a sudden everybody was on the internet a lot more, and it didn't seem to really matter having the script locked in. In fact, we didn't do it because here was our excuse.
Y'all didn't want it.
Yeah. And because you didn't want it then, we didn't make the time to practice it.
Yeah. And then it turned out that really what you want more than a perfect webinar is an authentic one. Yeah. And that's what you get.
There. Now, if you think about doing videos, the idea will come. We were on our way. We were going up to Lake Tahoe for a speaking gig. And as we're on the road, we see all these huge signs that say fresh jerky. And I say, babe, I'm feeling the need for some beef jerky, almost jokingly. And we pulled in there, and the idea for the video came up. Now, here's what you're going to see me do. Yes, you're going to see me with sunglasses on. God, that was silly. You're going to see me pull their business card out of my pocket, read the name of the place, and put it back in my pocket. I wanted to make sure that I didn't blow the name, and we were going to have to reshoot this like 5 times. It's okay. If you need a note, read the note. You're not an actor. You're not being paid to memorize lines. Just be you. So, and clearly I'm on a vacation day because of the shirt I'm wearing, but oh well. So here's how this video goes. And again, outdoors is loud, especially if you're next to a freeway, he said, trying to get it to work.
Well, hey there, it's Hank Yuloff from ourmarketingguy.com. So over my shoulder, you see the sign for freshjerky.com. We stopped at Gus's Really Good Fresh Jerky. We're in the middle of, zoom around a little bit. We're in the middle of California's desert off the 395 heading up to Tahoe. The only reason we knew to stop at Gus's Jerky is that for the last 30 or 40 miles, there are these big hand-painted signs that say fresh jerky with the number of miles. So the point, your marketing doesn't always have to be really fancy and really incredible. I'm betting that that website doesn't get them a whole lot of sales, not compared to all the signs that are off this middle of the road in the middle of nowhere. So sometimes it's the simple and easy stuff that'll get you sales. Don't make it more complicated than it has to be. Hank Yuloff from ourmarketingguy.com. Thanks for reading the blog. If you want more information, fill in the form that's attached to this video and this blog post and we'll talk.
So the call to action, because this is part of a blog, was to fill in a form that was attached to it if they wanted more information from us. So, yeah. Whoever put that was the best video.
No, that was way back.
Oh, okay.
From the BBC.
Okay, got it. Because if you think that was the best video ever, I was going to give you a second book for free, just if you think that. Contests. Having contests on your social media is oh so much fun. It generates a lot of interaction on your page. This video will prove to you one more time you don't have to be an expert videographer. We were part of a video series that stars Brian Tracy. We were the marketing experts in it that were being interviewed on what's your bucket list and how do you
live your list.
That's it, live your list. We would show you video from that, but they still haven't sold it, the rights to it, so we can't show you the video of us in it. Long story, ask me sometime. However, so we're in Costa Rica with a lot of A-type personality entrepreneurs from a lot of different backgrounds. We were the marketing people, and there were a bunch of other topics. It's hot. It's humid. All we want to do at the end of the day is take a shower. We have been on a coffee plantation most of the day. By the way, parenthetically, if you get to be in Costa Rica, go to the coffee plantations and have coffee there. Better than anything I've ever had, and it was worth being up most of the night. So we got back to it, and the shower didn't work. So rather than let a good opportunity go to waste, we decided to create a video. Here it is, and again, you will see what an amazing videographer you have to be to shoot video. You need to be as perfect as I am in this one.
Hey guys, wait, where's Sharyn? There's Sharyn. One of the fun parts of traveling is that we never know what the shower has in store for us. It's always
an adventure.
Yes, it is. So we got to the Sicomono Resort, and wait, where is it? Manuel Antonio, Costa Rica. Manuel Antonio. Sounds like Manuel or Antonio Banderas. I got it wrong a few times. Okay, so this is what we got. So there's the top. The handle. Oh, wait, there's a spigot in the shower. And when you turn the water on, it's down there, but there's no lever and no switch. So we had to call,
I'm over here.
Okay, get back on the shot.
Move the damn camera.
There we go. We had to call the office, and they said they had to send somebody because
it's complicated. And I'm sorry, when you have a hotel that is for international travelers, the answer should not be
it's complicated. So it's complicated, guys, and here's the deal. Let's say the first 3 people, be honest, don't read anyone else's comments. First 3 people that can tell us how we turned on the shower, how they showed us how to turn on the shower, win a gift card from one of those coffee places. You've been challenged. See you later. Bye. Say goodbye or I can't turn it off. Okay.
So, show of hands, what was the mistake Hank made at the end of that video? Yes, I'll tell you. The call to action, the prize, should always come back to you. I had coffee on the brain, so instead of saying, you win one of our books, or 2 of our books, or the entire set of our books, I said a coffee place. Big mistake. Never make the prize something that doesn't come back to you. Even if it's you get to have lunch with Dr. Marsha Martin, known all over the world as an amazing therapist.
Do they get to tell us how we turned on the shower?
Sure. If y'all can figure this out, I'll send it. And in fact, I will send our latest book, The Marketing Checklist 4, your guide for overwhelmed and overthinking entrepreneurs. I will send you that book if you get the right answer.
So send it to us in an email, and if you got it right, we'll bounce it back. Don't put it in the chat so that other people don't get to see your answer.
Yeah, if you didn't get it.
The kittens are roughhousing.
I don't know if you heard that or not.
Yeah,
so
that's funny.
It was funny for us.
Yeah.
All right, so you've just gotten a dozen ways to make your videos better. And what's our next step? By the way, the unicorn is there because there's probably no such thing as the perfect video, and there's no such thing as the perfectly bad video. It's okay. Sometimes you just gotta go with it. Got a couple questions for you. Hey, would you subscribe to our YouTube channel?
Please and thank you.
Thank you so much. YouTube.com/YuloffCreative. In fact, the marketing tip here is all of your social media channels should have the same name. Like all of ours are Yuloff Creative. We didn't make some of them Yuloff Marketing, or they're all the same. You want to make sure you're consistent through all of them. Got a question. go through your notes. Did you have a breakthrough today? Did you learn something new? If you did, say I did in the chat. Put your
biggest aha in the chat.
Yeah.
Let us know.
What worked for you?
Your biggest takeaway?
Because that's something when we update our presentation, we want to make sure we don't pull out the biggest ahas. And yeah.
Yasmin's going to hold off till we answer her editing question.
Okay. Okay, I see her question. I will answer it as soon as we get to the question. Yeah. After today, here's what's going to happen. You're going to take one of 3 paths. You took notes and you're going to do nothing, because that happens to a lot of people that go on webinars. Please don't. You took some notes and you're going to try to do some of it yourself. Awesome. At least you're getting out there and getting started. And some of you might ask us for some help. Cool. If you would like that help, really simple. And at the end of this screen, you're going to see how. You've got to create a marketing budget. Now, in this case, your budget, if you don't have anything to shoot video with, you're going to have to budget for some lighting, microphone, camera. Yes, you'll have to budget for it. Some of you have that equipment, and you're going to have to budget the time to shoot your videos. Get it blocked out. Practice. Get it, maybe on a Saturday when it's not prime time. But create your marketing budget of time and what stuff you're gonna buy to shoot better videos. You've got to get proficient at shooting it. Now, when I say proficient at shooting video, I don't mean you have to be perfect. I mean you have to be doing it. You've got to always be thinking, can this be a video? You've got to know your sales funnel, which is your sales process. How do people go from finding you to raising their hand for some more information to becoming a client? When you know that process, it allows you to shoot videos that are going to help them get through the process. And you've got to get used to playing with social media and getting videos onto your website, which includes blogging. We should all have a list of marketing goals for our business. We suggest a list of 12. Then when you have those 12, figure out which 3 are the most important to you. And then of those 3, which is the one most important one? And you put them in order. The reason we have 12 is that there are 12 months in a year. We're reminding you with that 12 that you don't have to do it all at once. We don't want to get you overwhelmed. Look, one of the things we have found that is the same with almost every one of our coaching clients is that they are overwhelmed about marketing their business or some stuff that has to do with their business or sales or stuff. And quite often they overthink it. By having your list of 12, you are now doing adding one new step in your marketing per month. Now, that list will change over time. For example, last May, the marketing checklist 4 went to number 1 on our list. What that meant was if I had an extra half hour in my day, or if I had a gap in my schedule and I looked at our list of marketing goals, I would, the first thing I would look at is there something I can do to move that project forward? Pull out the checklist for the book, what we do for books, and move that forward. It came out on October 6th, what would have been my mom's 97th birthday, hit bestseller. We took care of a few things that, after publication, and now it's at number 8 on our marketing list of goals. Because what that book now allows us to do is get on podcasts that deal with overwhelm, overthinking, stress, because we have a book that talks about it. So it makes us a good guest for that particular type of podcast. So number 8 on the list is look for, send video to, and possible answers for those podcasts. Does this make sense? Cool. Now, if any of these things are challenging, remember that the first two questions we always hear are, what do I do first and how do I get there faster? Your next step, go to howtogettherefaster.com. You can book 30 minutes with us. This is not a sales call. We cannot take a credit card over the phone. We cannot take a credit card any other way. We're not selling you stuff. It is 30 minutes of our time to help you with whatever it is in your business. Why do we do this for free? We get a lot of referrals from people that we gave a half hour to. They tell their friends about us, and their friends check us out and hire us. So we'd love to do this for you. We have set up social media pages on those calls. We show you how you can find a lot of easy buttons for your business. How do you budget your business, your marketing? Whatever is your biggest roadblock, let's get it dealt with so that you can move your business down the road, where it's supposed to be. We'll remind you at that time, we do have a boot camp. It's going to be $97. Again, you get a money back guarantee. If we don't come up with 5 things that are going to move your business forward a lot, get your money back. In all of the times we have done this, I've written one check in a couple of thousand people. So I'm pretty sure we're going to help your business. All right. By the way, when you do book that, we'll send you our chart of incredible video ideas. If you're not sure what videos to shoot, we have a list of 20 of them that you can use. All right, it is question time.
So the one that we promised we would answer is, what video software, editing software do we use? We don't. We use YouTube.
Yeah. So here's. I think I saw on that was an overwhelming thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If on YouTube you can trim the front and back of your video, it's so easy. Sharyn doesn't mind doing it.
You can also do in the middle, but that takes a little more dexterity, and honestly, we just tend not to do it. We're not video editors. That's not our business. We're business coaches. And when we do those full day boot camps where they are professionally videoed, that videographer is also our video editor. And so he does that. We just pay him to do it. That's not the best use of our time.
And honestly, it's probably not the best use of your time. Most video editors are going to get what you want done in a small fraction of the time it's going to take you. So why not have a professional deal with it so you don't have to?
In those times when you even need it, most of the videos that you do, you don't need to stress over editing every little. We did a call with someone that was stressing over every little or they put an S at the end of a word and it wasn't plural. It's like, really, you're stressing over minutia that's not relevant to your listener.
Yeah. Was that Yasmin's question?
You know what? When I scrolled up to the chat, I couldn't find it again, so I'm not positive. I think so, but I'm not positive.
Yasmin, if you want, unmute. I'm curious what kind of video you're shooting that you feel like you need to do the editing. I want to know which video it is, what kind of video, because I might be able to refine the answer. So if you want to find the unmute button, I'll see if there's another question.
Yeah, her other question is, what's a good monthly marketing budget on average?
No. We actually answered that question in boot camp quite a bit. Let me give you an answer. The rule of thumb is somewhere between 10 and 20% of your expected revenue. That is going to be.
But that's the annual budget.
Yeah, that's an annual.
So then you divide it by 12.
It's going to vary by industry. What's the average in your industry? Nike spends $100 a minute.
I don't think you want to do that.
No. Our annual marketing budget has been at 12% forever.
If you're new, it is higher as well. Yeah. Or if you're marketing a new product or a new service, even if the existing business has been around for a while, but this particular thing is new, then that usually gets more, right? You need a bigger push to get it out.
Yeah.
And some of the things that we've been talking about, they don't require dollars. It's time, right? You're budgeting your time, not necessarily dollars.
Yeah, if you just need to trim the front and back of your videos on YouTube, that's a simple little thing. YouTube will walk you through it. Shooting your video, okay, if you're paying yourself, which is a good idea, okay, pay yourself whatever your hourly rate is. So budgets can vary quite a bit, but you definitely should have one. So it's a really great question, and it's going to be split up a number of different ways. You know, for example, if you came to us and said you wanted to be in a chamber of commerce, we have a very standard answer for how you dominate a chamber of commerce.
And it does come out of your marketing and advertising dollars.
Yeah. So, other questions?
Those are the only questions that were in the chat.
Okay.
If you have a question, you can raise your digital hand. Thank you, Yasmin. I see your thumbs up. Or you can unmute, or you can type it into the chat. Anybody?
Going one?
Or are you just slow typing?
Going twice?
Hi, this is Yasmin.
Hi, Yasmin.
Hello there. Thank you for the information. So my question, related to you, Hank, you said, so what videos was I thinking we needed, more professional editing? I guess I was just thinking, well, one, thank you for clarifying, because I didn't even know like it was that simple, just, on the front and the back end for editing on YouTube. Yeah, I had no idea. So this was worth it just for that information. But the other part, I guess, is when you're seeing, like people do a lot of fun stuff on YouTube, right? Like they have different, I guess they're also podcasting. So,
okay. So they're throwing stuff up on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And then splicing different, things like that. So that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Do you feel that, what do you do, Yasmin?
When you're not editing?
Yeah.
So this would be for fashion business and clothing, apparel.
Do you want to give yourself a shameless plug, knowing that other people will be watching this?
No, not yet, actually, because
okay,
fine.
Because we don't, but thank you.
You're so welcome. You can show off your fashion and design without needing to be fancy and splashy and show off your editing. Look, the folks that are watching your video, they're not hiring you as a video editor, right? That's not the thing. You're the fashion queen. So they want to make sure that you know fashion. They don't really want to make sure that you know video editing.
And let's say that you were shooting one of your pieces with a model, and you have the model coming onto the screen, and then you wanted another shot where it's faded onto it, where they're twisting it. You know what? If it's a fashion thing, don't do it yourself. Get an editor to do that stuff for you, because in fashion, you very much want it to be professional, and don't do stuff that isn't in your wheelhouse. Pay yourself to sell yourself as opposed to other stuff. Just like you pay a bookkeeper, just like you pay your accountant, because doing your taxes is way out of your league, because the tax laws change. Same thing, hire people that can do things for you that takes it off your plate, so that you can spend more time doing what you do and get paid for it. That was a little coaching.
There are no other questions in the.
Oh, I got applause.
You did get it, yes.
Okay, I made a breakthrough. Yay. Okay, you got a breakthrough. Yay.
There were, by the way, lots of ahas. You can read them in the chat later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I don't see any other questions in the chat.
Then we're going to call it a day, or they're going to call it an afternoon, because in Los Angeles, it's almost 3:30. It's almost time for them to get on the road and get on the 405 and spend 3 hours driving home.
No, don't do that.
Yahoo. Glad to have you here, folks. one last time, on your screen are a bunch of websites that are all sub-pages of our main website. For your 30 minutes, how to get there faster, we'll get you there. If you want to be on the Viewcast, there it is. If you want to see all of our other webinars, you can always find them at Your Marketing Advisor. Our bootcamp link is there, and we have a marketing repair service as well. It's been great speaking with you. Had a lot of fun today. Hope you did. Remember, if everything happens for a reason,
be the reason things happen.
We will see you next time. By the way, that call to action at the end of this video was going to all of the other URLs. See how sly and easy that was?